Day 133. The first mosque in the village of Quba. There was so much for the Muslims of the village of Quba to learn from the Prophet. During his stay in the village, the Prophet decided to build a mosque. Until that day, there had not been a place the Muslims could gather and pray together. The Prophet was staying in the house of a Muslim by the name of Kulthum. Kulthum had an empty piece of land where he used to dry fresh dates. All agreed upon this as the site for the mosque. After this decision, the Muslims immediately rolled up their sleeves to build the mosque. The Prophet used to love to work. He laid the foundation of the mosque himself. Following him, Abu Bakr, Umar and Uthman laid the first bricks. Everyone lovingly joined in the sacred work. The Prophet really exerted himself to build the mosque. When he was lifting up a heavy stone, one of the companions approached him. "May my father and mother be sacrificed for you, O Messenger of Allah. Please give me the stone you are carrying." "No, I will not," said the Prophet. "Go and find another one to carry." He would take great pleasure in toiling. He was a hard worker. Observing him now, the Muslims increased their efforts. The first mosque built in Quba was built in a short period of time, with all the hard work done by everyone. Then it was time for the Prophet to leave Quba. One Friday morning, he mounted his camel, Qaswa, and took Abu Bakr behind him. Qaswa set out for Medina with two worthy guests on its back. Although the people of Quba could not stand the separation from the Prophet, there were those in Medina who were impatiently waiting for him. When the travelers were about to leave for Medina, they realized it was time for the Friday prayer. They just got off their camels and prayed. Close to 100 Muslims had come to send the Prophet off. After the prayer, he addressed them briefly. "Stay attached to Allah. Remain steadfast in obeying Allah in the battles of your hearts. Worship Him alone. Love those whom Allah loves. Indeed, the Quran contains the best words of all the words and a very special one. It presents the best of everything. It tells you the best of stories from the lives of the prophets. It explains to us what is right and what is wrong. Keep your promises. Allah would not like those who broke their promises. May Allah's peace be upon you." After the Prophet had finished his speech, he remounted his camel and started out on his journey to Medina.